everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. Welcome back to my regular viewers, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this vlog and consider subscribing. Welcome to this week's Friday Sews, where I talk to you about what I've been doing in the world of sewing and what I'm going to be up to the week ahead. Right, so what am I wearing today? So I am wearing my t-shirt that my mother-in-law got me, which basically says "A lady never discusses her fabric stash," and I am wearing the Peppermint magazine slouchy cardigan, I think, which is so comfy. It was just a cardigan day today, and actually because I've lost a little bit of weight, I really can wrap this around me now, so yeah, really nice. Now it's the end of March, can you believe it? It's Friday the 31st of March today, and today I'm going to be very busy because I'm going to be posting my So Frugal makes, and I managed to get some over the line, thank God, and I can't wait to see all of the posts start clogging up my feed of all the So Frugal makes, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so what have I been doing in the world of sewing this week? Well, as you know, last weekend I had a wonderful meet up with some lovely sewing vloggers and with some lovely sewing friends. It was Claire from Stitch Hem Sew. We went to the Stitch Festival and we met up with Michelle, who is Sewing Bunny on YouTube and Instagram, Whatever Katie Sews, who is Katie on Instagram, and also Stacey, who is Notions of a Dressmaker on Instagram. And we met up with loads of other vloggers as well. If you want to hear about my time at the Stitch Festival, I have a whole vlog on it where I talk to you about it and share photos and talk to you about what I got in my fabric haul. So I'll link the card up above, and if you want to watch that, you can do. The sun has just decided to come out as I'm filming this. It's been raining all morning and now it's sunshining, so I'm very sorry if that is creating glare on this video, but this is the only place I have to film, so I'm going to go with it. Okay, so let's start with what I have got finished this week. Well, the first thing that I got finished is my tiger dress, the renowned tiger dress. So it's in the wash, so I can't actually show it you in person, but I have got photographs because I obviously worked at the Stitch Festival and I absolutely loved it. So this was the FIBREMOOD dress, which is the IRENE dress, and it is a kind of shirt dress, no high neck, which I love, asymmetrical button placket, and it's got a tie and it's got these cool shoulders, like high shoulders, that remind me of something out of Dynasty. If you are over 40, you will remember Dynasty. So yeah, it's like power dressing. And I've shared on my vlog where I went to the Stitch Festival that I felt absolutely amazing in it. I really did. I loved it. I'm really embracing the pinks and those greens. Yeah, and I loved it. That dress was really a wearable toile because I really want to make this dress in a pleather. Now I don't have any pleather in my stash, and it's something that I do need to purchase. I was trying to look out at the Stitch Festival, didn't actually see any. So yeah, I've seen some on Pound Fabrics, which is like £7 a metre, which feels to me like a comfortable price mark for me. And it takes 2 meters, that dress, so that shouldn't be too much of an expensive layout for me. And I want to do like studs down the front, so yeah, I feel like that's something that I want to try and get made up. I'm going away in July with my friends, and I think it'd be a really nice evening dress to wear. You know, it's obviously it will be pleather, but of an evening going out for a meal, I think that will look really nice with some in a black leather with some leopard print shoes. I think that will look really nice, and maybe my bright pink lipstick, which I'm really embracing now. So I need to order that from Pound Fabrics at some point. I really love the FIBREMOOD patterns. Now, if you've watched some of my vlogs, you'll know that this pattern I did have to trace out because not the last magazine that came out, the magazine before, and I can't remember what issue it was. I think it was 21 actually. There were so many patterns in it that I really liked that it just didn't make sense to buy the individual patterns at £7.50 a pop. So I decided to pay £15 for the magazine, but the only downside with that is that you've got to trace out the patterns, which I hate doing. Now in the beginning when I first started sewing, because I used all of the Tilly patterns to start sewing, which were in the books, I was used to doing that, but once I knew there was an alternative, I wasn't up for doing that anymore. But I did trace this out and it was worth it. I did find the FIBREMOOD pattern a bit annoying. Like some of the markings that it said on the instructions or on the pattern weren't on there, and I kept going back and checking, and they definitely weren't there. Unless I'm being completely blind, they're not on there. But anyway, it all worked out really well, and that dress is more than a wearable twirl. I absolutely love it, so I'm really looking forward to wearing that again. And again, I think it's one of those dresses that can be dressed up or dressed down if you wear it with pumps, for example, or with boots. So yeah, I really, really liked it, and I hope I got a lot of love for it. So thank you so much for everyone who commented on my Instagram or on my vlogs. I really, really appreciate it. Moving on to my next finish make. As you can see on Stitch the Dressmaker's Dummy here, I have this beautiful Rennie dress by In the Folds. Oh, this dress, me and this dress have been on a journey. Oh, she's starting to fall down. Why does she always do that? Hang on a second. Yeah, so as I said, me and this dress have been on a journey. So I made this last week, and as of last weekend I'd finished it in respect of the main dress. What I hadn't done is the belt, and I tried it on and I just felt a little bit frumpy in it, to be honest with you, and just not that special, and I was disappointed really, because I really, really love this fabric. So it's got French seams all the way throughout, even the pockets, and yeah, I was just really disappointed with it. But then I thought, let's make the belt up. So I hadn't cut the belt out, so I cut the belt out, and it was a massive, massively long belt because it wraps round twice and it's thick and then goes thin into these here. And I put it on and I absolutely love it. If you want to know more about this dress, I have done a whole vlog on it. This was from my Little Miss So-and-so subscription box. I've got the unboxing uploaded, it's on there on my YouTube channel, so if you want to know all the details of how I got on, I'll link it above. Yeah, I styled it with a black like Freya top and with boots, and yeah, I just love it, really like it. I've done it with the belt at the side because I like that look, and I'm really happy with it. I think it'd be great in the winter and great in the summer, so a real great piece to have in my wardrobe. And it's made me have a look at a few more in the Folds patterns, and there's a couple more on there that I really, really like. There's the Acton dress, which is really, really nice, which is like a racer back with a unusual tie front, which, yeah, I'll put a picture in. I'm thinking I might make that for the summer. So yeah, really, really like this, and lots of people have said that they it didn't do much for them when they saw the pattern, but now they've seen me make it up, they really love it, and it's motivated them to give it a go. Now I think that's a great compliment and means a lot, so I'm glad I could do that for somebody. The next make is kind of finished. I finished the sewing, I'm just waiting on the beanbag balls to come. So I had this fabric sent to me from UK Fabrics Online, and it's a waterproof fabric, and I decided to make a beanbag to go outdoors, and I've made the beanbag. It's here. Doesn't really look much like a beanbag, but I'll put a picture of what it's meant to look like. It's got its zip there, and it just needs filling with the balls. So they are being ordered from Amazon, but they are taking forever to come. So hopefully if they come in the next day or so, I'll be able to get that up online. But yeah, I followed a tutorial online. I'll link in the notes below the tutorial. It took half an hour to do. Literally, it's 2 rectangles that you measure out. You sew up the sides, each side, then you fold it in half, cut out the top so it's a circle, cut out the top so it's curved, and then you pop the zip in. So it was so quick, and I'm really happy with it actually. So it's reversed, it's like a reversible, so it's like a two-tone, so you can have it that way or that way. So yeah, I just need to get the beanbag balls for it, and then I can post it online. And this fabric was really easy to not only cut, but also to sew up. I just use a heavy duty needle and some normal thread, and I just pink and sheared the seams because no one's going to see them in there. And it recommended to use a really small stitch because obviously it's going to get sat on and put under a lot of pressure. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how that's turned out. So I need to get that photographed, but I need to get some balls to put in it. And then the final makes that I've got are my Sew Frugal makes, and I've got 3 Sew Frugal entries. Now, the first So Frugal entry is a t-shirt for Alice, and this is one of the things that I did discuss in my inspiration vlog, and it's the only one that I've made, to be honest with you. So it's the Misusu t-shirt that I've made in this beautiful hedgehog fabric, and I just love it. This is such a cool and like in style top. I've put this little rosy cheeks, perfectly me tag on the outside. I've top stitched the neckline, check me out, and this is a completely free pattern. And this fabric is fabric in my stash that I have made lots of things with. I've made some baby clothes with it, and I've still got a little bit left that I reckon I can squeeze some shorts out of. So I'm going to try and cut some shorts out of that and get that sewn up as well, so it's a little kit. Haven't got any pictures of Alice in this yet. For some reason she refused to put it on this morning. But yeah, really happy with it. So that will be my first entry for So Frugal. And then my second entry and third entry is an outfit, but not one that we wear outside. So this fabric was from in my stash. It was Lady McElroy fabric that I got in my So Hayley Jane box. Not last month, the month before. And it's in this tartan fabric, and I have made the 5 out of 4 free pajama pattern, and it's a really great pattern. It's got pockets in the side, it's got top stitching down the side seam, which I think makes a lovely little bit of detail. I've put this in it, me made tag, which was ones that Claire sent me as a gift, Claire from Stitch Hem Sew. Yeah, it's just a fold over. You just make up the trousers, you put the elastic and fold it over, normal kind of construction, nothing too fancy, and I'm really happy with them. I took a few inches off the length, my normal amount, I think 3 inches or 3.5 inches, and they are really comfy. So I made it, and I've still got some of this fabric left, which is really good. And then I made the new, well, I think it's new because it's not been around that long, the Closet Core tee. And it's really nice. I made the size 16, which I probably could have sized down, but I quite like the oversized look. And I made it in this navy colour, where the only Mariflex thread I had was a little bit darker, but I think that looks okay. And I used a Love Yourself Revolution, which is a little rosy cheeks label. And I used the Eleanor Boma, I don't know if you've heard of her, but she has a, oh, what would you call it? She sells basically cards. It's her designs really that go on bedding, cushions, all types of stuff for around the house, stationery, etc. And then she does these iron-on patches, and this was a no sleep club, which I just thought was perfect to go on these pyjamas, because we all know, I'm talking to you, Tamlin, when we've got little toddlers, we pretty much are in the no sleep club, aren't we? So yeah, I just really love that, and I've got some pictures of me that I actually spent quite a lot of time trying to get these pictures. So that's 2 more entries for So Frugal. And this Closet Core t-shirt, I wanted to make the longer version but didn't have enough fabric out of the metre, so I had to crop it a little bit, but it wasn't as short as the crop version, and actually I'm quite happy with the length. It's just kind of right, doesn't go too far down. So also I got my Think Pink box yesterday, which I have uploaded, so if you want to watch it, I'll put the link up above and you can see what fabric I got in my Think Pink subscription box. Exciting things that are happening this week ahead. I will be selecting my fabric and pattern on the 1st, which is obviously tomorrow, for my little Miss So and So April subscription box. I'm really excited to see what the patterns are. I've got my heart set on one of the jerseys that I saw at the Stitch Festival, which I know she offers as an option. So I'm just hoping the stretch pattern is one that I really want to make. But never mind if it's not. As you've all been trying frantically to get your So Yellow for Endo and your So Frugal makes made, we've been gearing up, myself, Crystal from My Social Thread, and Claire from Stitch Hem Sew have been gearing up for our challenge, which is Selfless So April 23. And we have so many sponsors. We have so many sponsors, in fact, that we all had to do a vlog each and split out the sponsors to talk about them. So if you want to know what the sponsors are for our challenge and what they're offering, there's 3 vlogs that talk about it. We will be putting out slides and everything, and I think a lot of the sponsors have already started promoting the challenge as well. So yeah, start to think about your selfless sews that you want to make. We have a complete vlogging tour, or loads of vloggers have wanted to get involved this year, and The first vlogger obviously is Crystal from my social thread, and then Claire, and then myself. And then after that, we've got some great names out there. We've got Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. So very excited to see what she's going to make, and it's great to have somebody as big as Whitney involved. But there's so many people that are going to help us. It doesn't matter how big someone's following is, it's just about getting the support from them. So we thank you very much for volunteering, and I can't wait to hear what people are making. So out of my March plans, I think there's only one plan that I didn't manage to complete, and that was my carry blouse, which I wanted to make in this fabric. Now, I think it's been a bit of a blessing in disguise, because the lovely Gabrielle at Cloth Edit is also launching a challenge for April, which is Sew April Blouse 23. And that is where you basically sew a blouse up. So I am going to do the carry blouse in this, and that is going to be the plan for next week. I want to get that out of the way so it's done, so for the rest of the month I can focus on my selfless sewing, which I have a separate vlog on, which at the moment I can't link you to, but it will be coming. Mine's on the 3rd, I think, of April. So that's what I want to be doing, and I think that's probably going to be enough this week to be getting on with. Don't want to give myself too much to do. I will be filming a April plans vlog, because there are other things that I want to be doing besides my selfless sewing. I will be choosing 5 plans for my selfless sewing, and there's a couple of other things that I want to squeeze in at the same time. Couple of little bits of fabric that I got, which I ordered one piece of fabric, so I didn't go too mad. So the other day I had an email from By Graziella, who do some really cool jerseys, which are quite loud and out there, but every now and again there's one that I really like. And they sent me an email saying, we are doing an offer at the moment where if you spend over £20, you will get a free bundle of our fabrics, a mystery bundle of our fabrics, worth over £15. So I thought, that sounds like, you know, I don't need much encouragement, but... So I went for this fabric, and I just fell in love. I love a stripe anyway, but I fell in love with the pink hearts. Now, I just was looking for something really to wear my pink lipstick with again. So I thought getting this would make a nice little t-shirt, and I can wear pink lipstick with it. And that's the only reason I bought it. So yeah, I can't remember how much it was, but it was about the £20 mark. So I purchased that cotton jersey, and I think that's going to look really nice. Something cute for the summer. And then they sent me a little bundle, and I got 3 little small pieces of fabric, and I actually love them all. This is my favourite. This is my colour palette. Now there's about 0.75 on it, so not enough really for me to get much out of, I don't think, but I do really like it. Really nice. I love lilac, but it's just not for me, but I love mustard, and I think that combo looks really nice. So yeah, I've got 0.75 of that in the bundle. Then this really cute one, which has definitely got Alice written all over it. There's 0.3 of this. So maybe some pants, I'm thinking. And then this one is a French terry, and it's this is quite a famous one of theirs. It's the apples, which is a really nice colour. So I've got 0.3 of that. So that was quite nice as a freebie. And yeah, I think they're still doing it. It's 1 per customer, and I don't know how long they're doing it for, but if you subscribe to their newsletter, you just need to click the link and you will purchase over £20 and you will get this too. So I think that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and if you have, please click the like button, and if you don't subscribe already, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you all next week on Friday Sews. Happy sewing! Bye!